All right, so thanks again for coming in. This is Tim, the Tool Man of Home Improvement. One thing that we all look at is where are we going to put a trash can inside our kitchen? Some of us have them just sitting out. Some of us have them inside the cabinets. Some of us don't have them at all, and we use bags like this to try to put our trash in until it's full, and then we end up taking it out to the trash. Well, I'm here today to kind of show you exactly what you can do, quick and easy, with little amount of money, just some elbow grease, a trash can with a shelf bracket connected to it. Now you can buy these at any local hardware store, Home Depot, Lowe's, they all carry them. Now, this one specifically goes in the range of anywhere between $25 to $40 depending on when you get it and if it's on sale or not. Sometimes you can even get them online for cheaper. So do your shopping, do diligently, and make sure that you get the right one for what you're looking for. But these things are very much lifesavers, and they make your kitchen look so much better. So in our kitchen, what we're going to do today is we decided next to the sink where we're normally at consistently all the time, what would be the easiest way for us to be able to throw trash and not be in anybody's way. So what we decided is we're going to go ahead and put it right in this area right here, which is where we used to carry our pots and pans, in this area here. Now, one thing you need to look at here is that there's a shelf here. This is a permanent shelf, right? Now I need to figure out how I'm going to be able to get rid of that, because what's going to happen is this bracket right here that you see, this bracket's going to be laying on top of this bottom shelf right here. And that's where we're going to actually screw this bracket down to. So this bracket will go right in here. We're going to go ahead and measure, know exactly where we're going to start our brackets for when we're pulling the trash can in and out, and then we're going to bolt into the shelf right here. Now, obviously we need to get rid of this one. And how are we going to be able to do that when it goes all the way across? Well, here's how we're going to do it. Right now, what I did, kind of prep us a little bit, all you really need is a level or a ruler or anything like that to give you a straight edge. Once you get that straight edge, the tools you're going to need are going to be a pencil. Now you can use a skill saw, you can use a jigsaw. I actually have a Dremel, which makes it a little bit easier, but those three tools could work for you just as easy and just as fast. So let me kind of show you what we're going to do here. First and foremost, we want to get a straight line across and know exactly how we're going to be able to cut this piece of wood so that we can get that piece of wood out of there without damaging the integrity of the shelf for us to be able to use it on this side. So come on over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to first put the level in here and get myself a straight edge, and then I'm going to mark it. When I mark it here, I'm going to go ahead and put myself a nice line. Once I get done with that, now you see that line there? That's our line of where we're going to cut. Now, this will still be sturdy. Why? Because if you look back here, there's a piece of wood that actually holds this and makes it sturdy. And if you don't have one, I definitely tell you to get a piece of block wood and cut yourself whatever the distance is from here to here. Screw it in there so that way you'll make it support. That way you can utilize this shelf still for anything else that you might have here and be able to get rid of this shelf with no integrity issues with the cabinet or the shelf for this one right here. Okay? So let's get started and I'll show you exactly what we're talking about with that. Alright, so I made the main cuts with that. So now I'm going to go back to the jigsaw, or the Dremel, sorry, to make that final cut so that I can finish this completely off and take this piece out. Done. We've got this shelf loose now. Now it's just about prying it out. Nice and easy. Don't give up. Alright. That's that. So now, just clean up. Now that I've got that done, clean up now that I've got this open area here. Now we'll go ahead and clean it up. We'll put that piece in there and I'll show you the next steps of what we're going to do next. Alright? So right now I'm just doing cleanup. Some of the nails that were connected to the shelf, I'm just getting rid of those so those don't interfere with anything going forward. These are really easy. You just basically can move them back and forth like big staples, and they'll break off right at the beginning of the wood. They won't be involved anymore. Alright, so now we're going to put in the shelf. I measure, make sure I have it in the middle, make sure I know exactly where it's going to extend to, how far out, so I get all my dimensions and everything else. So as I bring this out here, I know that once I shut this door, I want to make sure the door is going to shut without having it stick out, and then all of a sudden it becomes an issue. So I'm going to make sure that I measure here, get myself level in the middle, and then from there I already know that I'm probably going to start it off just a little bit behind the piece of wood here. That way I know I'm not going to interfere with anything. Alright, now I know that this piece here where it's going to be, so I can take this out now and screw down to the floor where I'm going to go with it. So I want to get my first screws in here, and then we'll screw down to the back there and get it level and get it square, and then we'll be able to have it be done. Alright, so one thing I want you to know is when you get the screws, you want to do something with a coarse thread on here, because going into wood, the coarse thread is going to give you more of a bite when it goes down into the wood, so it's going to make it so it's whatever you're screwing it to is going to stay. If you go thin threads, most likely eventually over time it will go ahead and it will start to come apart or come out of the wood. So I've already started putting the screw in here. You'll see here and here. I've already measured to make sure that from here and to the back that we're exactly where we need to be, so that way there's going to be no the tray isn't cockeyed or any issues when it rolls out. So let's finish screwing these in. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing to the back. You won't be able to see that because I got to get in here, but we'll show you when we're done. So now we've got all 4 screws in there. You can see the bracket is nice and firm. It's not going anywhere. It's in front of the piece of wood here, so you see I gave it a little bit of space just so that when I knew I shut the door, we're not going to have any issues around here with having it stick out or have an issue with it, right? So now we're going to go ahead and put it in. Slide it back. Again, try it out. Perfect. No issues. Comes out nice and sturdy. Let's put our trash can in there. Alright. Now we've got our side here that I talked about. Making sure that it stayed sturdy. Nice and sturdy, not going to have any issues, right? Now I've got my trash can here. Slide it in and out. And there you go. You've got yourself now a trash can in a spot where you didn't have a trash can before, and now you don't have to worry about losing everything. You still have room, your other shelf here for your other pots and pans. You're in an area where you don't have to worry about as you're working here. If you have it here, somebody's in front, you got to try to get into it, you can't have to worry about it. Now somebody can actually come behind you, open up, do the trash, while you're still working, doing what you need to do here. Alright? So again, I want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe. We've got a lot more new home improvement stuff coming your way. It's going to be exciting, new, inexpensive ways to beautify your home and make it top dollar if you decide to sell, stay, or beautify. Alright? We're going to renovate consistently all the time. Have a great day.